Hey guys, this is the Anime Fiend bringing to you today Naoki Urasawa's Pluto. And okay, before we begin, let me give a disclaimer or my plans on what I'm gonna do with this series, right? Because yeah, I think I'm gonna make a series out of this manga, and you see, this video, of course, is it's only gonna be an introduction and what I think of this manga and what are the first impressions and stuff. So max spoilers you're gonna get are only gonna be from like chapter 1. Oh, this is basically, beginner friendly. Anybody can watch this video, and I don't know anything about this manga other than, it's of course Naoki Urasawa's manga, and I've already read Monster, 20th Century Boys, and Billy Bat, which all three are in my top 10 manga slash anime of all time. So yeah, I mean, I have high hopes, high expectations, high standards for an Urasawa manga. So I'm hoping this is awesome, right? And of course the reviews and stuff are pretty great for this manga. And the other thing is, like, of course this manga is based on another critically acclaimed manga, which also you could say, for Western audience, that is like the grandfather of all manga, and that is of course, Astro Boy, and or Tetsuya Atom in Japanese. I mean, you don't need to know Astro Boy or read Astro Boy before reading Pluto, right? I mean, you basically will get everything from Pluto. There's no need to know anything before that. But the only thing it would be nice to know is that see, there are robots in this world, right? The robots with AI and different stuff, right? And the robots also have rights and stuff. They could actually marry, have kids, all of these things, right? Just like humans. So yeah, that's the only thing you need to know, and everything else you'll like know from the manga itself. But anyways, let's begin. So the manga Pluto is basically a mystery detective, crime solving kind of manga, and the main character is Detective Gesicht. I think it's a German name. I think in German, Das Gesicht means face. So I don't know if that's like that's like a spoiler or not a spoiler. I mean, like a foreshadowing for the future of the manga. I don't know, but yeah, the main character is basically named Gesicht. He's a German detective, and manga actually starts with this scene of forest fire, right? The fire rangers, they're fighting with these forest fires. They're trying to put it out, and we see that a scientist, right? He's like shouting out the name Mont Blanc. He's shouting Mont Blanc. Where are you, Mont Blanc? And we cut to a scene where we see a robot. It's in pieces. The robot, it's in pieces, and everybody is like, yeah, what the hell just happened? Now we cut to a scene where Detective Gashish wakes up from his nightmare and he's like, yo, what the hell? So basically, the manga begins now, right? And it's basically the detective, he's called to a crime scene where somebody just died, right? And the apartment is completely wrecked. He's like looking at clues and stuff, and he asks the person right next to him, he's like, so, okay, who died? And he's like, well, Bernard Rank is a member of the Robot Law Protection Society, right? So, of course, as I told previously, there are these laws for robots as well. There are these rights for robots as well. So, the victim is one of the members, like high ranking members of this, Law Protection Society of Robots, right? So, they go to inspect his body, right? And what do they see? They actually see his body lying there, and two rods or whatever, right? Like a crooked rod kind of things are just like stuck to his head. They're like impaling his head like horns, right? And that is basically how the body is lying. And I know I'm giving out these details like the house is wrecked, horns and stuff. Like, it feels like this guy is giving too many details, but no, 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 no. I mean, Trust me, in an Urasawa manga, every detail matters, right? I mean, you might cut to some scene where you're like, what is this, man? Some random scene. I'm looking at this, and this is not paying off anytime soon. Yeah, yeah. It might not pay off soon. Some might pay off soon. Some might pay off later, but it'll definitely pay off. So always, always, if you never read any Urasawa manga, you definitely have to like pay attention to these details. And but anyway, of course, we cut to another scene, right? It's like a certain incident happens right next to the crime scene. So these detectives, they're like, well, maybe we should check it out, right? Because if it happened right next to the crime scene, then maybe we might actually catch our killer, right? So they go to the other scene, and it's like, you see, there are these two cops, right? A human cop and his partner, a robot cop. They're actually attacked by the guy, and the human dude, he's pretty much injured, but the robot cop is destroyed, right? It's basically done, destroyed. And you see, the human dude is like, he's calling his his robot partner, he's calling him like, man, Robbie died protecting me from this dude. He's like a tattooed dude, a druggie, and he came out of nowhere and attacked us both and ran away. So detective guys, as soon as possible, he just runs and searches for this dude, right? And he actually finds him in an abandoned building, right? And he basically, by just looking at him and him holding this rod in his hands, he like determines that, yeah, this guy attacked him because the rod has the paint. This guy is, he's a drug addict. He bought drugs from this dude. He like got high at this certain time. He's like Sherlock Holmes. He does all these things, right? And it's like pretty awesome. You're like, whoa, this detective is pretty smart. Like, goddamn, is he like a Sherlock Holmes fan or what? But of course, we see that the druggy dude, he actually attacks Gashist, and Gashist pins him down, right, with his gun, and he's like, yeah, don't move, dude. And you see the dude is like, oh, please, I'm sorry, don't kill me. And you see, an interesting thing happens, right? Gashist says, well, you don't have to worry about me killing you, right? Because I've been made so that I shouldn't kill humans. Whoa. Yeah, this is the biggest twist in the first chapter, right? This is the first big twist of the manga, and that is, of course, yeah, Gassist himself is a robot, right? He's pretty sophisticated compared to, different robots. Like, of course, compared to, the Robocop we saw, yeah, we can see that that cop was pretty robotic, right? You can look at him, yeah, all his robot parts and stuff. Even previously, when I mentioned the forest fire robot, yeah, you could even say that robot was pretty robotic and stuff. But this one, he's like pretty sophisticated. So initially, we wouldn't know that he was a robot, right? But now we know with all his detective skills and stuff, yeah, he's pretty much a robot. And of course, we said that all robots have rights and stuff. They can marry, have children and stuff. Yeah, basically, initially when we see his wife and stuff, yeah, she is also a robot and stuff. So yeah, this was a good twist, right? This was a great twist. And even even adding to that, like, we get to see the next scene, he goes to that robot cop's wife, Robbie's wife. And the way he like explains stuff to that robot, and the way his wife reacts, because yeah, Gashist, well, okay, he looks like a human, right? But of course, Robbie and Robbie's wife, they don't look human, they look robotic. But still, the way he explains, the way she reacts and stuff, like, dude, I mean, I can't explain this, right? You gotta read this chapter for yourself, right? This is just the first chapter. Everything I said is just the first chapter, right? The way she expresses, I think it's pretty beautiful, right? It's pretty innocent because she's a robot, but still she seems more human, and that's pretty beautiful, and as expected from Naoki Urasawa, right? But of course, now We cut to Europol headquarters, the place where Kassist works. Yeah, he's from Europol, right? Just like Interpol and stuff. Yeah, whatever. So he's working there, and he actually shows these other detectives all the crime scenes and stuff, right? And they're like, well, what are these haunts? That's interesting. Like, who would actually do that? And he's like, well, I've got crime scene photos of another case, right? And he shows these other case photos. And which case is this? Of course, the Mont Blanc dude. Yeah, the robot dude. Yeah, he shows crime scene photos of that dude, right? And that robot also, its dead body had these horns placed in, like impaled to its head, right? And they're like, wait a minute, how the hell are these cases connected? Yeah, that is pretty much the mystery of like the first chapter, right? And you see, it's pretty awesome. But anyways, like, they're like determining, right? The thing is, Mont Blanc was a pretty strong robot. He was like pretty built, and he was, it's not easy to kill someone as like powerful and sophisticated as Mont Blanc, right? And even looking at this dude, the Ranky dude, his house was pretty ransacked, and you see, no human could do these things. And you see, Mont Blanc dude, that was in Switzerland, and this one is in Germany, right? So all these things are like pretty complicated, and it couldn't have been done by a human, right? But the thing is, all these robots, they're actually like inbuilt. The thing is inbuilt in them that they cannot hurt humans, right? You can't change that. Robots cannot do that. It's like, like robot law section 13, they call it, like no robot will harm or kill any human. So they're not capable of. It's not like, they're not choosing to do that. It's like they're not capable of doing that, right? Except for one 8 years ago. And that case is pretty like, even that case is pretty mysterious, because they never detected any, like, any malfunction from that robot that actually, killed humans 8 years ago. So that is the only clue they have. Maybe, it's similar to that. So yeah, that's pretty much the first chapter, right? That's pretty much the like introduction. And I mean, I know my review might not be as detailed and sophisticated as like attractive, but trust me, if you've already read Naoki Urasawa's mangas, you know how good he is. But if you haven't read, then please, trust me, check out, at least even check out, the first, second chapters. You'll be enthralled. You'll be like, oh man, I think I gotta continue. So of course, even I'm gonna continue with this series and all that stuff. But like, this video, I thought, I would just give some introduction, right? And I've actually read more chapters, but yeah, this is all I'm gonna say for this video at least. So expect me to make more videos and stuff on Pluto in the future, of course. But anyways, man, if you think the video is good, then like, share, subscribe, and check out, Pluto. It's really good. But anyways, man, if you want to support me even more than, just liking, sharing, subscribing, then, you could sign up on my Patreon. But, of course, liking, sharing, subscribing is all the help I need. And well, anyways, join my Discord if you want to chat with me and my friends. And as always, man, until next time, peace.